Hey, it's Tree. In this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about shaking up the gender roles a bit and empowering women to flirt and make the first move. So I know that sounds radical for some, but how many decades ago women's lib happened? And since then, I mean, there might be some women who will ask a guy out, but generally it's still left up to the man. And as a dating coach, what I've noticed lately is that this isn't happening. So they both miss out. The man may be introverted. He may not be picking up on cues, which happens so much. I see this so many times. And also, even though the Me Too movement was a necessary movement, and my heart goes out to the people who were affected by abuse, what happened as a result that I've noticed is that the good guys are not making moves. They are not making moves because they're afraid of upsetting a woman, or they might cross a line or boundary. And as a result, I'm hearing from women and men, there's no chemistry. Well, of course there's no chemistry. They are so in touch with their feminine side that they have squelched their masculine. So because of this, I am encouraging women to flirt. I am encouraging women to be really obvious. You may think you're being obvious, and believe me, I have stories I can tell you that you're not. I was at a singles event in a bar in Campbell, Effie's, and I brought my friend with me. It was a very small, poorly attended event, but I brought my friend with me, and there was a woman there who I know, and she's pretty quiet. And she was so obviously flirting with him. She was doing this with her hair, and she was laughing and touching his hand. And later on, I asked him, about her, and it went right over his head. So if you think you're being obvious, you might not be. The other thing is, when I've encouraged this, because I lead heterosexual singles events, and when I've encouraged this for the women, I've often heard that they feel like they're concerned that men are going to be turned off by it. It's too aggressive is what I'm hearing. And I've polled a lot of men, and I've never heard any of them be anything but excited with the prospect of the woman making the first move. It kind of gives them a little break. So let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Touch. I want to talk about touch. So there was a little study done at a restaurant, and half of the wait staff was told to touch their clients, their customers. Half were told not to. That's all they did differently. The ones that touched their customers got double the amount of tips. And I'm not talking about inappropriately touching, but like women, like you could touch a guy's shoulder, you could touch his hand, you could touch that. It would be, I'm not saying it's subliminal, but it's something that they just get this feeling of connection from. It's kind of like an NLP thing. So I hope this was helpful, and I'd love to know your thoughts and comments on this topic below. And women, what I want to encourage you to do is whatever your baby step is. It might be looking at a guy you find attractive to. It might be smiling at him. It might be saying hello. And so I want to encourage you to do this as a next step. It's a great start. And looking forward to hearing the results, and I'll see you in the next video.